Here is every single thing I did at my preview of Universal Orlando's newest park, Epic Universe. So Universal is currently hosting previews for the park before it opens to the general public. And I was lucky enough to get one of these preview tickets and stay from park open to park close to try to do as many things as possible. So right around the time the park opened, we immediately went in and the first thing you're greeted with is Celestial Park, which is absolutely stunning. So we took some time to explore this area of the park, which acts as the main hub and connects it to all the different portals. Which first up was Dark Universe, where we got to ride Curse of the Werewolf, check out the Burning Blade Tavern and try the garlic steak, met the Invisible Man, and of course picked up the souvenir freestyle cup. But this is where we hit our first obstacle, as Monsters Unchained was delayed, so we didn't get to ride it. Next up was the Ministry of Magic, which the streets of Paris were absolutely amazing. We went to the cafe and tried the butterbeer crepe, which was a 10 out of 10 for me. And the streets of Paris were just so much fun to explore and had lots of entertainment, including music and character interactions. But the Ministry of Magic had my jaw on the floor. Unfortunately, the battle at the Ministry also had a delay and the virtual queue was impossible. But the Ministry and queue itself was my favorite individual experience in this entire park. Next, we were able to ride Stardust Racers, which absolutely manhandled me but was a ton of fun, and then took a midday break to explore the Helios and get some AC. The third portal we went to was Isle of Berk, which honestly blew me away and felt like the most complete land in the entire park. The theming and design of the land felt like I was literally walking in the movies. There were so many dragons and character interactions everywhere, which was a ton of fun. We tried the viral mac and cheese bread cone with both the pork and the Nashville hot chicken and loved it. And Hiccup's Wing Glider was one of my favorite rides that I went on in the entire park. And finally, the last portal was Super Nintendo World, which a lot of people have said is overstimulating, and I totally can understand that, but I loved this section. We rode both Yoshi's Adventure and Bowser's Challenge, and then played a couple of the mini games. But unfortunately, Minecart Madness was again on delay and was closed basically the entire day. So we then got some dinner at Pizza Moon, which I thought was pretty good but not the best pizza I've ever had, but loved the design of the restaurant. And at night, this park is just on a completely different level, so we took a lot of time to check out each of the lands at night. And I wish the park was open later to be able to explore more of this. And then finally, we ended our day by hitting up the store because we couldn't leave without buying some merch. And then we said goodbye and headed home, and I am counting down the days I can return back to this park.